Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong? Like you're observing the world from the outside, rather than truly being a part of it? Many people describe this feeling as a profound sense of being an outsider, a stranger in a strange land. But what if this feeling isn't just a quirk of personality, but something deeper, something connected to a larger purpose? Today, we're going to explore the possibility that this feeling of being an outsider might be a sign, a signal that you're what some call a chosen one, someone with a specific mission or role to play in the unfolding story of humanity. The idea of chosen ones has resonated across cultures and throughout history. From ancient prophecies to modern-day spiritual movements, the concept of individuals destined for greatness or assigned a special task has captured our imaginations. The philosophical roots of this concept can be traced back to various spiritual traditions. In some Eastern philosophies, the idea of karma and reincarnation suggests that certain individuals are born with specific karmic debts to repay or lessons to learn, placing them on a unique path. In Western thought, the concept of divine calling or predestination, while often controversial, also points to the idea that some individuals are chosen for a particular purpose. Key figures like the prophets of the Old Testament, the Bodhisattvas in Buddhism, and even mythological heroes like Hercules or Joan of Arc all embody this archetype. They are individuals who stand apart, who often face trials and tribulations, but ultimately fulfill a destiny that benefits humanity. But what does it mean to be a chosen one in the modern context? It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about recognizing a deep-seated sense of responsibility, a feeling that you're here to contribute something meaningful to the world. And one of the most common indicators of this calling is that pervasive feeling of being an outsider. Let's explore 7 reasons why someone who is on a path of purpose might feel like they don't quite fit in. First, chosen ones often possess a heightened sense of empathy. They are deeply attuned to the suffering of others, whether it's the pain of a friend, the plight of the environment, or the injustices faced by marginalized communities. This empathy can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of isolation and alienation. Seeing the world's problems so clearly and feeling them so deeply can make it difficult to connect with people who seem indifferent or unaware. As Brené Brown has written extensively on the power of vulnerability and empathy, and how these traits can lead to both profound connection and intense feelings of isolation. Empaths often feel like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, making it hard to relate to those who seem content with the status quo. Second, many chosen ones struggle with societal norms and expectations. They often question the status quo, challenging conventional wisdom and refusing to blindly follow the crowd. This can lead to conflict with family, friends, and even entire communities. Our society often pressures us to conform, to fit into predefined boxes. But chosen ones often feel a strong inner resistance to these pressures. They see the flaws in the system, the hypocrisy in the rules, and they refuse to compromise their values for the sake of fitting in. This nonconformity can be isolating, but it's also a sign of their independent thinking and their commitment to living authentically. Third, a strong sense of intuition and a connection to something larger than themselves is a hallmark of the chosen one. They often have a deep knowing, an inner voice that guides them even when it doesn't make logical sense. This intuition can lead them down unconventional paths that others may not understand or approve of. They might feel drawn to certain places, certain people, or certain causes, even if they don't know why. This connection to something larger can be a source of great strength and guidance, but it can also make them feel like they're living in a different reality than those who are solely focused on the material world. This can manifest as a deep connection to nature, a strong belief in synchronicity, or a profound sense of spiritual purpose. Fourth, chosen ones often experience intense periods of personal transformation. They may go through major life changes, face significant challenges, or experience dark nights of the soul. These experiences can be incredibly isolating, as they may feel like no one understands what they're going through. Personal transformation is often a messy and uncomfortable process. It requires shedding old beliefs, letting go of limiting patterns, and embracing the unknown. This can be a lonely journey, but it's also a necessary one. These periods of transformation are often catalysts for growth, helping them to clarify their purpose and develop the resilience they need to fulfill their mission. Fifth, a deep-seated desire to make a difference in the world is a key characteristic of the chosen one. They are driven by a sense of purpose, a feeling that they are here to contribute something meaningful to the world. This desire can manifest in many different ways, from volunteering in their local community to starting a global movement. They are often drawn to causes that are larger than themselves, causes that address social injustice, environmental degradation, or human suffering. This desire to make a difference can be a powerful motivator, but it can also be a source of frustration and disappointment when they encounter obstacles or setbacks. Sixth, chosen ones often feel a sense of urgency and impatience. They feel like they don't have time to waste, that they need to get started on their mission right away. This can lead to feelings of restlessness, anxiety, and even burnout. They can see the problems in the world so clearly, and they feel a strong desire to fix them. But they also realize that they can't do it all alone, and that change takes time. This can be a challenging tension to navigate, as they try to balance their desire for immediate action with the need for patience and perseverance. Seventh, chosen ones may attract difficult or challenging relationships. This isn't because they're inherently difficult people, but because their energy and their purpose can trigger others. They may attract people who are threatened by their light, who try to dim their shine, or who simply don't understand them. These relationships can be painful and draining, but they can also be opportunities for growth. Learning to set boundaries, to protect their energy, and to surround themselves with supportive people is an essential task. The connection between quantum physics and consciousness has become a fascinating area of exploration in recent years. While still largely theoretical, some scientists and philosophers propose that consciousness may not be simply a product of the brain, but rather a fundamental aspect of reality, intertwined with the quantum realm. The observer effect in quantum mechanics, where the act of observation seems to influence the behavior of quantum particles, is often cited as a potential link between consciousness and the physical world. Some theories suggest that consciousness may play a role in collapsing the wave function, the probabilistic description of a quantum system, into a definite state. While mainstream science remains cautious about these ideas, they offer a tantalizing glimpse into the possibility that our minds may be more deeply connected to the universe than we previously thought. One of the most prominent theories in this area is the Orco-R theory, proposed by physicist Sir Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff. This theory suggests that consciousness arises from quantum computations occurring within microtubules, tiny structures inside brain neurons. They propose that these quantum computations are influenced by the structure of space-time itself, linking consciousness to the fundamental laws of physics. While the Orco-R theory has faced criticism, it remains a compelling attempt to bridge the gap between quantum mechanics and subjective experience. Another perspective comes from the field of quantum biology, which explores the role of quantum phenomena in biological processes. For example, photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, has been shown to involve quantum coherence, a phenomenon where quantum particles maintain a synchronized state over relatively long distances. Some researchers speculate that similar quantum processes may be involved in other biological functions, including brain activity and consciousness. It's important to acknowledge the limitations of our current knowledge in this area. The connection between quantum physics and consciousness is still largely speculative, and there is no definitive scientific evidence to prove that consciousness directly influences quantum phenomena. However, the fact that scientists are even exploring these questions represents a significant shift in our understanding of the relationship between mind and matter. The exploration of quantum consciousness is still in its early stages, and much more research is needed to understand the true nature of the relationship between mind and matter. However, the potential implications of these discoveries are profound. If consciousness is indeed a fundamental aspect of reality, intertwined with the quantum realm, it could revolutionize our understanding of ourselves, the universe, and our place within it. The contemporary impact of these ideas is far-reaching. The concept of chosen ones and the exploration of quantum consciousness are influencing various aspects of our culture, from spirituality and personal development to technology and the arts. In the realm of spirituality, many people are drawn to the idea that they have a unique purpose in life, a mission to fulfill. This belief can be empowering, providing them with a sense of meaning and direction. Personal development programs often incorporate concepts related to mindfulness, intuition, and connecting with one's inner self, all of which align with the idea of tapping into a deeper source of wisdom and guidance. Technologically, the exploration of quantum computing is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Quantum computers, which harness the principles of quantum mechanics to perform calculations, have the potential to solve problems that are intractable for classical computers. This could lead to breakthroughs in fields such as medicine, materials science, and artificial intelligence. Some researchers are even exploring the possibility of creating quantum artificial intelligence, which could potentially exhibit consciousness or self-awareness. The arts are also being influenced by these ideas. Artists are exploring themes of interconnectedness, non-duality, and the nature of reality in their work. They are using various mediums, from painting and sculpture to music and film, to express their understanding of the relationship between mind and matter. The exploration of consciousness is not just a scientific or philosophical endeavor, but also a creative one. So, what does all of this mean for you? If you've ever felt like an outsider, if you've ever questioned your place in the world, perhaps it's time to consider that you might be on a unique path. Perhaps you have a special purpose to fulfill, a mission to accomplish. Embrace your empathy, your intuition, and your desire to make a difference. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo, to question conventional wisdom, and to live authentically. The world needs your unique gifts, your unique perspective, and your unique contribution. Remember that feeling like an outsider can be a strength, not a weakness. It can be a sign that you're seeing the world from a different perspective, a perspective that can bring new insights and new solutions. Embrace your individuality, celebrate your uniqueness, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. What resonates most deeply with you from what we've discussed today? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content on spirituality, consciousness, and personal growth. Click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We're here to explore these big questions together. Thanks for watching.